Most of us started when we were young. When you're 18, you're immortal.
That was good.
And then by the time you realize you're not immortal, you're so used to it that it doesn't bother you. Nobody grows up saying, I want to be a window cleaner. I mean, I didn't want to, I wanted to be an astronaut or whatever, like any other kid.
I got in because my father and my uncle, there was 9 of us.
Window cleaning is, it's not for everybody. I mean, it takes a certain type of character to do it. Somebody who's missing the self-preservation chip, I guess. But definitely, have a set of balls on you,
The gain's very high.
You'll find them on any busy intersection, but not for long if Auckland Council gets its way.
Violence erupted between drivers and window washers in Auckland today amid ongoing concern from police about the increasing incidence of motorists being confronted at intersections.
Window washers are being accused of increasingly aggressive tactics at South Auckland intersections.
They continue to man traffic lights across the city despite a new bylaw banning their activities.
Guys that had 30, 40 years in. You didn't really think about safety back then. And a lot of window cleaners were better drunk than they were straight.
Back in the 80s, it was like, the crazier you were and the more chances you'd take, the more money you'd make. That's the truth. I mean, it's insane, I know, but we did it. It was all about the hustle.
My people trying to do some work, but there's safety, there's taxes, there's looking after themselves and the people here.
Violence erupted between drivers and window washers in Auckland today amid ongoing concern from police about the increasing incidence of motorists being confronted at intersections.
One News cameras and amateur video captured the scene as punches were thrown and multiple arrests made. Rebecca Wright has the story and the latest advice from police.
More violence meted out by the window washers in Auckland's Green Lane. A passenger is punched while 5 window washers crowd around and intimidate. The driver is the woman in white, and we're told her passenger was attacked because they refused to pay for the window wash and then began recording the abuse that followed.
Car stopped at this intersection over here, and a few of those guys over there behind me, they came up to the car and reached in, attacked the person inside as well as kicking the car.
Police were on the scene quickly today and wasted no time arresting 3 of the window washers involved in this latest incident. Together they face charges of assault, theft and willful damage.
I'd absolutely emphasise to motorists that when they are approached, that they don't engage with these people, that they wind their windows up.
And if they're not being robbed or beaten up, motorists are frequently being intimidated for money.
You're next, you little...
Aggression is a part of what they're doing. It can take the form of intimidation, effectively trying to force people to pay money for their windscreens being washed.
For the past year, police and the council have been cracking down, but it isn't working. In fact, council reports a disturbing increase in the number of underage window washers on our intersections.
A lot of guys take the job and keep it because of the freedom in it.
You got a spot of web as well. One News.
Yeah, man.
Notice me change.
I haven't, sorry, man.
Oh, fuck off, and you're on One News. And what are you cameraing? You don't even want to help. You just want to go get a job, do this, do that. You are full of shit. Fuck off.
Great thing about window cleaning, one of the things I enjoyed was, being out there first thing in the morning. If you're a contemplative person, you have time to think about things, To tell you the truth, I'm an owner of a window cleaning company now, and I often ask myself, why didn't I just stay being a window cleaner? Because I really enjoyed the work.
Office job isn't for me. I've been semi-retired for 30 years. And you go in the morning, you do your drop on the scaffold, you go to the bar, you have a couple of pops, you hang out with the guys, you shoot the breeze, you laugh all morning, and you go home. What better a job is that? It's better than being a fireman,
Most of us started when we were young. When you're 18, you're a model. And then by the time you realize you're not a model, you're so used to it that it doesn't bother you.
Been doing this for 4 years. Have a lovely day, boss.
But for this car wash crew, it is a job that's driving these young parents to risk life and limb and to break the law.
At the end of the day, everybody struggles. We just got to do what we got to do. Put the bread and butter on our tables.
Meet Mansell and Shazaz, partners in crime and life. Living hard in South Auckland, raising 2 children under 10. They illegally work the intersection of Cavendish and Great South Road.
If you weren't doing this, what would you be doing to earn money?
I'll be actually stressing out and stressing my partner out because when I was actually doing proper work, it wasn't even covering all my financial bills.
Mansell Dixon is 25 years old. For decades, he says he was speeding in the wrong direction. With no formal educational qualifications, his work options were limited. He turned to crime.
I've got a big, long criminal record. Burglaries, armed robberies, aggravated robberies. Any criminal offence you can think of, I've done it.
So have you been to jail?
Yes, I have.
5 weeks in Waikeria prison, and he found a more righteous path.
I've learned doing bad things to people it's not okay. Can not only affect yourself, but it can affect your family spiritually. That's helped me to wake up big time. My family know I'm doing this. They know I have money every day, so when they need help, I'm the first person they come to. And that's where all my money goes, all on aroha, to my family.
He's not the only convict to clean up his act.
Most of us here are criminals, been in jail, and that's the reason why most of our boys window washers, because having a criminal conviction, you cannot get a job, and that's why they self-employ themselves.
Mansell's business is racing ahead. He's the self-styled chief executive of the Cavendish crew. He took up the squeegee brush after watching his little brother take matters into his own hands.
My younger brother started off window washing, and I used to just sit in the car and watch him.
What did you think of it?
Not that great anyway. But until I started seeing the amount of money he was making, and that's what got me into it. Thank you very much.
The car washing business is proving lucrative. Armed with new tools of the window washing trade, Mansell spends 4 to 6 hours a day on the job.
How much money are you making?
Roughly 150 between an hour or two.
$150 an hour.
Yeah.
On a good day in the height of summer, Shazaz says she was making $300 an hour.
What is the best tip you've ever had?
The best tip will probably be $200 American money.
What?
I had a gentleman that was visiting the country and he was here on a business trip.
Mansell was the first person to be charged under the new bylaw. He was arrested.
It was quite traumatising, to be honest. Actually affected mine and my partner's life.
And opted for the marae-based justice process, where he was released without a conviction.
Have you ever been hit by a car?
Yes, I've had my shoulder busted before. A car hit me on purpose. It was a European. I don't know what was his point in doing that.
Road safety risks aside, they say this work is socially more acceptable than their previous means of making money.
Thank you very much. I've walked away from crime 5 years ago, and I haven't been in trouble ever since with the law.
The Cavendish crew say they are committed to making a clean living, and they have a message for the Auckland Council.
In any kind of work, there's always going to be good and bad. I think taking window washing away from most of these boys, you're going to find most of them are all going to be back on the streets, committing crime.
Ko kotahi tau no te urutanga mai o tētahi ture ātaki wā mō ngā mahi a te kaihoroi mō Tukāni. Yes or no to window washers?
No, it's not good for real, you know.
All goods, bro, they all goods. Long as they're not harassing anyone on the road.
I don't like them. Why? Last time when I came here, my car was washed and they put a dirty water on the car.
Maybe they're a bit broke, they need some money.
Just started window washing when I seen other people window washing, but I didn't know it could result into getting a $20,000 fine.
Ti te huarahi a rātou mahi horoi matapihi.
It's better than, what, robbing houses and stuff.
Is that what you used to do?
Yeah, and I don't want to go back to that way. Out here, people are just coming out here to what? Make money for their children, get some nappies and